Hey y'all, it's Drea, and if this is your first time seeing me, I'm always either buying or trying something. So this channel covers fashion, beauty, lifestyle, whatever I'm buying or trying. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. And today I have some new scent samples in from Lucky Scent, and I'm on a mission to try to find my perfect scent for every season. So I got some new samples in, and I thought I would show y'all on camera. So let's go through the samples and I'll let y'all know what I think. Let's get into it. So I put the scents on little tester strips so I can remember what they smell like, because I smelled them before, but it was a couple of weeks ago. So I had to remind myself. So first up will be Fugazzi's Vanilla Haze. And the top notes on this one are mandarin, coconut milk, almond, and hazelnut. The middle notes are vanilla pod, tonka bean, and jasmine. And the base notes are creme brulee, white amber, and sweet musk. And when I smell this reminded me on the dry down of a drink called wassail. Wassail is a drink my granny usually makes around the holidays. It's an apple cider orange drink that has clove, nutmeg, ginger. I say all that to say this is a very spicy, creamy scent. When I read the name Vanilla Haze, the first thing that came to mind was vanilla, of course. I didn't know that the haze was spice. That's definitely what this is. So it is creamy, it is sweet, but it's very spicy. I don't think of spice for summer, so this would be good for somebody that likes that in the fall and winter. For me, unless you like spice year round, hey, at the end of the day, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's creamy. So if that's your vibe, you'll love this. Moving right along, we have Mirage Gourmand by Les Noblesse Essence. And the top note is powdery financier pistachio. How is the top note? Okay, anyways. The heart is almond, hazelnut, and tonka bean. And the base is vanilla, white musk, and guaiac wood. Guaiac? I don't know. But I'm like, how is the top note financier? I'm guessing that's what that is. financier. I've never heard that as a note, but hey, we moving into the big leagues, I guess. So when I smell this, off top, butterscotch. I just get a butterscotch candy. And you definitely get a nutty note, which I'm guessing is the pistachio. And then the almond just drives home that butterscotch feel. But yeah, so butterscotch is already sweet and creamy, a little nutty. And then that powdery note just lays on top of that. So yeah, that's what I can tell y'all about this. This smells like a powdery butterscotch candy. I think that's an acquired taste. You must like how butterscotch smells on your skin. And if you are on the perfume side of TikTok, the internet period, you have heard of Celeste by Giardini di Toscana. And so I was super excited to try this out. And the girls were not lying when they say it smells like a fairy princess type of vibe. It smells like if you saw a forest sphinx just out meandering. It reminds me of this puzzle I saw as a child. It was a mermaid puzzle, and every page was just like so ethereal and beautiful. The mermaids were iridescent and they had pearls and things on. That's the vibe and mindset this puts me in, except it's not a mermaid. We are in the forest. Like I said, it's twinkling, it's beautiful. This is what the forest would smell like if you stumbled upon an enchanted land. Now I'm doing all this, putting you in that vibe, but let me tell you the notes. Okay, top notes are dihydromercenol and marine notes. The heart notes are violet, raspberry, and exotic flavors. And the base notes are vanillin and ambroxan. So you definitely get that salty, watery vibe. Definitely. But what you really get is the violet note. That violet note is at the top of everything. It's a sweet candied violet, so it smells really nice. With the marine notes, it tones it down to this like salty, pretty scent. The only thing is you really have to like violet, because when I put this on, the violet is really what lingers the most to me. So I don't really know how I feel about violet yet. I'm still trying to see what my vibe is with that scent. I'm like, is it going to get on my nerves? Am I going to start getting nauseous? Like, I feel like it's one of them scents that people think it smells really good on you, but is it going to make you nauseous? Because you can still smell it on your skin. Like, it lingers. So I'm not sure. I'm still trying to get my vibe on Violet. What do y'all think about Violet? Have y'all tried Celeste? Let me know your thoughts. Next up is least studied. The notes of that are ambrette, pear, carrot seed, and orris. So when I first smelled least studied, I was like, this smells very different from anything I have smelled before. So I looked up the ambrette note and the orris note. So the ambrette is a soft musk skin-like scent. That's how it's described online. And then the orris is a plant that has a violet-like scent. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm getting. It is a sweet scent for the girl that still likes to be clean girl. You don't want anything too overbearing, but when somebody walks past you or sits next to you, they're like, you smell sweet, you smell good. Like it almost could just be the way your body smells, but in the sweetest, prettiest way. So the pear and the carrot gives it the perfect amount of sweetness, and then that ambrette just drives home that close to the skin type of sweetness along with the orris. Yeah, when I first smelled this, I was like, yes, I need that immediately. Once again, though, I don't know all the way how I feel about violet-like scents, but this one, I might just go ahead and get an actual travel size so I can wear it around and see how I really feel about it. But if this one wears and doesn't like make me nauseous, because that's what I'm scared about, is the violet going to make me nauseous because it's sweet, but it's, I don't know, it lingers. These smells really linger. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm going to wear it around, see how I feel. But if this works out for me, if it does not make me feel nauseous, this will be the perfect everyday sweet but not overbearing scent. Like you could wear this in a library and I don't think you'll get on anybody's nerves. So that's what I mean by sweet skin-like scents. Now let's talk about Narcotica's Limonada. I love a lemon scent. I have been obsessed. Now this one is a little boozy for me. You know how people make their own lemon extract and you put the lemon pills in there and then you cover it with vodka? Yes, that is this. The top notes are grapefruit, red currant, ginger, and pink pepper. The heart notes are mango, ambroxan, marine notes, fig, and elemi. And the base notes are moss, cedarwood, musk, and amber. Ambroxan, I didn't say for the other scent descriptors, but that's like a musky note. And then the elemi is a citrus note. So what notes stand out the most to me are the moss, the fig, and the grapefruit. And then, of course, that citrusy note. Yeah, it smells really good, but it's very, very boozy. You definitely, to me, feel like lemon extract on the body, but in a sweet, sexy way. I really like it. If you want a sexy lemon, this would be the one for you. Now we have Narcotica's Narco Oasis. The top notes are passion fruit, blood orange, and black currant. The heart middle notes are peach, juicy pear, vanilla infusion, brown sugar, tonka bean, jasmine, and iris. And the base notes are vanilla bean, creamy sandalwood, musk, blonde woods, and sea amber. Sometimes it amazes me how many different notes go into a scent just for me to come tell y'all this smells like an orange creamsicle. That's just what I get from this, an orange creamsicle. So if you want to smell like an orange creamsicle, this is the one. That's all I have to say about it. That if you want to smell like that, get Narco Oasis. You're going to smell just like a melting orange creamsicle on a summer day. Yep. That's all I got for that one. Now we have another lemony scent. This is Profumum Aqua e Zucchero. I'm going to put all the names down below because I'm more than positive that I'm pronouncing some of these incorrectly. So anyways, the notes on this are red fruits, vanilla, and orange flowers. So this gives lemony, but with a stronger vanilla overtone to it. So I always felt like if I got Lyra gives me lemon vanilla vibes every time I've tried a sample. And that's another one that I want to go ahead and get the full travel size for. I don't know if they sell travel sizes, but at least a bigger sample so I can really see how it wears on the body. And every time I smell this is my second or third time smelling this one because I'm just trying to make sure I really like it. I've always thought if Lyra is not strong enough, this would be a great one to layer with for that really strong lemony scent. So it smells really, really good. It's like a strong lemon and vanilla. And then you can definitely get that orange from that orange flowers note. I just want to sit here and smell it. but it is very lemony, and it is a little, to me, it is a little, well, at the end of the day, perfumes have that alcohol in it, so I would have to see like the dry down, like how it wears throughout the day, because I was gonna say it gives a little boozy, but it's probably just the alcohol in it on the paper. But I really love it. Lemony, vanilla, smells so, so good. And like I said, you get that orangey note as well. So yeah, if you need a lemon summer scent, I would definitely think this would be great. Okay, and I saved my best for last. These are the last two, and I think these are the ones that I feel like I have to have, besides Studied by List. But like I said, that one I'm really trying to still get the vibe of. But these two, especially this one I'm about to talk about next, yes, yes. So, Cirque du Soleil's Perfume. Y'all, this scent knocked me off my feet. For a summer scent, I feel like it's perfect. Completely perfect. So they were a little, well, it's Cirque du Soleil, so I guess they were trying to be very whimsical. So they got a little creative on their stuff. So the top notes are bergamot nature print, and that is look like it's trademarked. Okay. Cotton candy, red apple, smell the taste. Okay. The mid notes are iris petals, fresh freesia, no, that's flowers. Okay. Buttery popcorn accord. And then the dry down is vanilla bean, sandalwood, and caramelized amber. So first let me say that I don't really love florals, but some kind of way I end up with some floral scents. It's just it has to be the right type of floral, because I always associate floral with the older women at the church, you know? So seeing the iris petals, the fresh freesia, I would be like, and definitely that buttery popcorn accord, I was like, popcorn? I don't want to smell like butterscotch or popcorn. I remember back in the day, so you know how they sell the Dum Dums in the variety pack? One time I accidentally picked up that butterscotch one. That liked to kill me, like to take me out. So when you first spray this scent on, I put it on my skin because I told you I'm a little obsessed. When you first spray it, you definitely get that buttery note, right? But it's not an overbearing butterscotch, buttered popcorn at the movie theater type of way. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. They did it in a perfect way. It's just like, you know what? Almost like caramel popcorn. That, not the popcorn itself, but the caramel on top. Because it's slightly nutty since it's with the popcorn. Walk with me with that. That's what I'm getting, right? But as it dries down, if they would have just described this as a sweet strawberry scent, I would believe it. I wouldn't even necessarily pick up on the buttery part of it. But I think that lends to the grown up aspect of it. I've smelled strawberry scents that smell like a strawberry scented toy. So it gave like a little juvenile. But sometimes if that's what you're going for, like very playful, that's great. But this is sweet strawberry in a very adult way. It's a floral fruity scent, but it's all grown up. You definitely get that apple scent on the dry down, like in the back. And definitely the sweetness of that cotton candy note. Y'all, this smells like I'm going to a garden party and the bees will be attracted to me, because I just smelled that great. And last but certainly not least, we have Fugazzi's Angel Dust. The notes on this one are transparent wood, cashmere, white amber, and pink pepper. And Angel Dust is the sweet scent you need when you don't want to just smell like straight up sugar. This puts me in a vibe of like, okay, I don't know if y'all saw on Scandal when Fitz had bought Olivia that house and they were in, I forget where they were. They talked about it so much, child. Vermont? Yeah. And I could see Olivia walking through the house with her cashmere sweater on, because y'all know she thinks she's that girl. And she is, you know. She's in there with her cashmere white sweater on, and she smells like she not only takes her stuff to the dry cleaners, she gets it done up at a fancy dry cleaners, though. They use different type of stuff. Like, when she gets her stuff back, she don't even have to wear perfume, because it's just nice, sweet, fluffy. Yeah, that cashmere note really drives home the softness of it. So it's sweet without smelling like marshmallows. Everybody don't want to smell like marshmallows, and I do understand it, but you do want to smell nice and soft and fluffy. That's this. But it's light in a way that I don't feel like it won't be impactful. I think somebody really could smell you and you smell really good. Once again, this would be more like a clean girl scent because it's not too overbearing, but when people walk past you or sit next to you or hug you, they're like, oh, you smell really good. But it's not so strong that it's knocking the people over the head. Once again, down to the library. Yeah, yeah. I definitely love this. I think it can go through all seasons when you want to smell nice and sweet, but once again, you don't want to smell just like straight up cotton candy. Angel dust? Yeah, yeah. All right, so that's all the samples I tried on this order. I actually think I'm about to do another order, but it won't be as big. I just have a couple that I haven't smelled from a couple of different brands that they keep being out of stock. So I can't wait to bring that to y'all. If you have tried any of these, let me know your thoughts on them down below. I definitely want to know what y'all feel about those violet notes. And are there any scents that y'all recommend or love for the summer based on what I've said that I liked so far? I would love to get any recommendations from y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.